I'm going to talk about Helloween. They have a new live album coming out next month, live at Budokan. They also have a tour, which was just announced, which is going to be a 40th anniversary tour, and they have Beast in Black announced as the opening band. So I'm going to get to that first. Let's start this off on a positive note. Live at Budokan, folks, I'll tell you what, I think it's great that Helloween is releasing a live album. Personally, for me, as a fan, and as the fact that that band is pretty much my favorite band of all time, I would love for them to release a live album after every tour. Basically, they had a live album when Kai Hansen and Michael Kiske first rejoined the band. Then they did a studio album, and now they have a live album from the tour for that self-titled Helloween studio album. And honestly, the reason I would say I'd love to see a live album after every tour is that this is such a unique show, and the show that they put on, bringing your other lead singer back, and then of course bringing your first lead singer / guitar player back. They just have an unbelievable show, from the live perspective. I really believe that they have done something that pretty much no other heavy metal band has done, and bringing back the people that they did in the manner that they did, and they pretty much have 7 guys in the band now, and that's been going on for 7 years. And it's great because they've had sustained success that has been getting better and better and more successful over the last 7+ years this has gone on. I think they picked a great venue when it comes to Budokan. It's a legendary venue. They have a live album from Japan. Japan, of course, has always been a very, very good, very big supporter of the band. Japanese fans have always supported that band throughout their career, through the highs and the lows of that band's history. And I think it's a great, from the visual perspective, the videos we've seen are great. So that comes out on Raining Phoenix Music next month. Obviously, it comes out on a triple LP, a CD, and of course, you have the Blu-ray or DVD, whichever one you choose to buy, of the actual concert itself. I personally think, compared to United Alive, the video, the live show in the video itself, I think looks a lot nicer and a lot better. And so I'm really looking forward to that. I think the mix sounds amazing on the live recordings we have heard so far, and I'm really excited for this to come out. And rightfully so. I could go back to 1998 when I first ended up getting to know those guys, seeing where that band was back then and seeing where they are now, and watching that happen throughout the last 25, 26 years has been really remarkable. And as always, any group of people, especially people that I know, I always love to celebrate the successes of really good people in really good bands that I really love. So that live album comes out next month. I'm really excited for it. You can pretty much pre-order it anywhere. And that's pretty much what I have to say about the live record. Now, the tour, the 40th anniversary tour, they have Beast in Black opening for them on this tour. It starts in Europe, I believe, in late 2025. I'm going to assume Helloween, who is recording a studio album right now, will probably have that album out by around that time period, whenever that's going to be. And I'm really excited to see this tour, because one of the things that really makes me excited about it, they are talking about playing songs that have not been played in a very long time. And they are also Helloween's talking about playing songs they've never played live. And I haven't really done my research, but, especially with the more recent albums, there are probably a lot of tracks that they have never done live before. I think part of that is when for each subsequent album they come out with, that back catalog gets bigger and bigger, and you have only so much time and tons of songs that you could play. But it's going to be interesting what songs they are going to play on this tour, because, if you're playing stuff that you haven't played ever, I'm kind of curious which songs they will play, or songs they haven't played in a long time. Now, I was looking back at some of the older stuff like the early stuff, in the band's career. One of the songs I was thinking of that I would love to see them play. It's a song that, most people don't talk about. And it's also one of my favorite songs off of Walls of Jericho. That would be the song Phantoms of Death. I would love to hear Helloween play that song. That would be cool. Even if Kai sings it or Andy or whoever, or maybe all three of them do it, it doesn't matter. I would love to hear that song live. As far as, some of the older material is concerned, some of the newer albums, there's a lot of different tracks I would love to hear them play. I could sit here and talk for 2 or 3 hours about what those songs may be, but I don't have time for that. So anyway, really excited for Helloween. Beast in Black, I'm going to make a really quick comment before I get to my next topic, is the opening band. They are, in my opinion, one of my favorite newer power metal bands. Some people think they are a little bit over the top. I saw that in a few of the comments on social media. Personally, I think Beast in Black is an outstanding band, and a lot of those crazy elements they add into their music, I think, is what makes them unique. And what also makes them unique is the fact that they're one of the few bands putting in a lot of different elements. And when I say few bands, I'm talking about power metal specifically. Some of those elements are different. I know their newest single, people kind of said they added like too much Eurobeat or whatever in it. I thought the song was really cool. And Yannis Papadopoulos, of course, their singer, he is one of the most outstanding singers I've ever heard. And I remember first listening to that guy in his previous band called Until Rain. I ended up getting a copy of that a long time ago. And that album was great. And so I remember when Beast in Black first formed, then I heard about Giannis being in that band. I'm like, wow, that's pretty sweet. So, but I really like the band. They write great songs, a lot of catchy stuff. And I think they are a perfect opener for Helloween, much like I thought Hammerfall was. I thought Hammerfall was a great choice as the opener as well. Hey everybody, Tony here from the Metal Command podcast. Again, I appreciate your support. Since 1998, I have hosted this show in one form or another, starting off in radio and now in the podcast format. Again, thanks for watching, and if you like what you see and hear on this show, by all means, please hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell to be notified anytime I do post a video, and if you see this program on any other form of social media, please give me a follow there. Again, I always appreciate your support.